Today I would like to demonstrate a wrist extension stretch. Wrist extension is a movement of the wrist where the back of the hand moves closer to the back of the forearm. When you stretch the wrist in this manner, by providing an extra pressure, you can help to realign tissues that may have been injured or disturbed in some manner, which is now causing repeated pain and stiffness in the joint and may be getting in the way of your daily life. So, to show you how this stretch works, you're going to have your arm out in front of you, like so. The other hand here is going to grasp your involved hand right across this portion, just below the start of your fingers. So you're going to grab right there, okay? And then with the arm in front of you, you're going to go into that extended position as far as you can go. And then once you're in that position where you find resistance, you're going to apply a little extra pressure with your opposite arm. Hold for 3 seconds, and then you're going to come out of that position and allow the wrist to straighten. This is repeated. 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds there. Come out of it, just like that. To demonstrate up close, the opposite hand will grasp the involved hand of the wrist that is hurting, like so. Arms will be in front of the body. Start in a neutral position. Bend it up into extension. Hold for 3 seconds, and then release. This is repeated. Again, wrist into extension, hold, 1, 2, 3, and then out of it. You want to repeat this at least 5 times, up to 10 times in a single set, because that'll give you a better idea of what the effect of that stretch is on the wrist joint. Next, what I'd like to demonstrate is how you can perform this stretch with a different position of the forearm. The first position is a pronated position where the back of your hand and arm are facing up, like so. But if we twist the forearm in this direction, now there is a slightly different orientation with regards to the position of these joints here in the wrist. And so that can have an impact on our stretch and maybe is actually a better way for us to stretch the wrist. And so, to stretch it in what we call the neutral position, which is like your thumb is facing up, like so, you grasp the hand just like we did before. And again, both forearms are now going to be in front. You start with your wrist in a neutral position, like so. And then you're going to extend and use your other arm to help extend it further. 3 seconds of pressure in that position and come out of it. Again, starting with the wrist in neutral, come up into extension, apply an extra pressure with the opposite arm, and then relax. This is an alternate position which may be better for you or may not be. Something to try if you're not having much success with the pronated position. And so there is a third position of the forearm that I'd like to show you. And this is what we call the supinated or supine position of the forearm. Again, it has to do with the position of the joints, and this may be more appropriate for you. So for this one, again, the arm is going to be in front like so, but now the palm will be facing up. And so instead of grasping it the same way we did before, we're actually going to switch our hand around this way, like so. So you can see I'm grabbing it like this. And then I'm going to bend it into extension just like I did before. Hold for 3 seconds in that position, and then release. Again, grasp it like so. Bend it into extension. Hold for 3 seconds, and then relax. If after performing this stretch a few times, you've noticed that it is getting looser, it's feeling a little bit less painful, you feel like you can move it more readily, perhaps you found a restriction into extension, you couldn't move it so far, but now it's moving further, These are all signs that you've found the correct movement for you and that it will get better if you continue to stretch it that way. However, if you're finding that it feels stiffer or that you have any kind of pain that is increasing as you continue to perform this stretch, it is likely not the right move and you should stop. Wrist pain does have many different causes. However, oftentimes I find that when treating somebody with wrist pain, wrist extension is one of the best ways to start someone's rehabilitation, and in many cases is all that's needed to start someone recovering fully from their injury.